Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here in my car on a very rainy day. Today's Saturday, I believe October 7th, if I'm not mistaken. As you can see, it's been raining all day. Super gloomy day, but I just wanted to make a quick video. I posted. So the biggest issue I've been having this year has just been like my finances. I have just been struggling so hard to like save money. At the beginning of the year, I said I wanted to have $10,000 saved up in a separate bank account, a separate savings account by the end of the year, and I have not come anywhere close to having that amount. And we are in October, so yeah, there are reasons for that, but also me just being disciplined is also a big reason. I've never been good at saving money. Like, I've had a job since I was, I want to say 15. I think that was my first job. I was working 2 days a week during a summer. It was like a summer job in high school, and I was able to save better back then than I was now. Mostly because I was being supported by my parents, of course, but also because I had things that I wanted to pay for in high school in the future that I knew that if I didn't have money for it, if I didn't save my money for it, I might not be able to do those things, like certain activities, you know, like prom or like senior pictures, stuff like that. Because I didn't grow up in like a well-off household, so I was better at saving money then. But really, all in all, I've never been good at like saving my money. And this year I was like, okay, 2023, I turned 30 years old in April, and I was like, that's it, it's time to save money. Like, I need to prepare for my future, prepare for retirement. I have a son now who's going to be 2 in December. I want to have like a savings account for him. I want to be able to pay for college for him in the future if he chooses to go to college, you know? Like, I just want him to be, oh my God. I just dropped my phone, but anyway. I just want him to be better set up for life than I was, you know? Granted, my parents did the best that they could, my mom did the best she could, whatever, but I just want him to be in a better position than I was when I graduated high school and stuff and had to, you know, take out loans for college. Not a lot. I didn't take out a lot of loans, but anyways, I was like, this is the year I'm gonna start saving money. And it seems like it's like I said that, and then the universe was like, yeah, right. Like, no, that's not happening. It's just been like one thing after another. Like, I'm like, I work every day. And yeah, I don't make like a lot of money, but my bills aren't a lot. And I'm going to break down my bills for you guys right now because I want you guys to see, like, my bills aren't a lot. So even if I don't make a lot of money, there's no reason why I can't save what I make, okay? So I graduated high school at 18. I went to college for 4 years. I stayed home for college. I have my bachelor's degree. I didn't go to graduate school, so I just did my 4 years of college, stayed home, drove to college every day. Like, my college was like 45 minutes away from my mother's house, so I stayed with my mother, went through 4 years of college. When I was 22, I graduated college. I was working, you know, a little job here and there, wasn't making that much money. Once I started making like decent money, I must have been like 24, 25 when I started making like a little bit of money, like, you know, money that I could afford to live on my own. You know? So once I turned, I believe I was like 26 when I first moved out of my mother's house, not because I had to, but because I wanted to, because I wanted the experience of living alone. So, I started making like a decent amount of money, and it was enough for me to move on my own. So that's what I did, which is like terrible, because what you're supposed to do is live with your parents, and once you start making a decent amount of money, you're supposed to start saving that money and set yourself up for the future so you can buy a house, you know? Instead of going to pay rent somewhere else, pay your little rent, pay whatever rent your parents want you to pay. It's probably not going to be a lot, whatever it is for you to stay in your little bedroom. And then save up whatever money you're making, that extra income, save that so you can afford to buy a house one day. But I did things totally backwards. What I did was I started to make like a little bit of money. I think I was making like $22 an hour. I thought it was like so much because it was a lot for me back then. It was a decent, like, that was back in, like, what, 2017, 2018. I was making, like, $22 an hour. Thought it was a lot. Decided I wanted to get my own apartment. I moved out of my mother's house. She wanted me to stay, begging me to stay. I was like, no. I had a great relationship with my mom. I still, I love my mom. We get along and stuff. But, I just wanted to live on my own. So that's what I did. I lived on my own for about 3 years. Yeah, about 3 years. Oh, just over 3 years. I'll say like maybe closer to 4 years. And then I eventually was in an apartment where the landlord decided she was going to sell the house. And so she told us, like, let's find a new place to live. By then, this was after 2020, like, when everything was just, the price of everything had just gone up dramatically for no reason. Like, after COVID, everything just went haywire. And this was back in 2021 when I had already had my son and I was living in an apartment already with my fiance. And, I was told to have to leave that apartment. So I was looking for apartments in my price range. I think I was paying, how much money was I paying for that apartment? I was paying like just over $1,200 for a 1-bedroom apartment. This is Long Island, New York, by the way. So this is East Coast, New York. Prices are high. We live about an hour away from the city, Manhattan, an hour train ride, hour and 15-minute drive from the city. So yeah, things are expensive. This is probably like the most expensive place to live, if not the most. I know Miami's getting up there, so I know Miami's like about to take like what, second place most expensive city to live in. Like, I'm pretty sure Manhattan is number 1, if I'm not mistaken. I know LA is up there, but Long Island is up there too. Like, it's ridiculous. So after the pandemic, lived on my own for a few years when I could afford it. Eventually my boyfriend moved in, he became my fiance, we had a son together. Not in that order, but that happened. And then after COVID, everything went haywire, and I was looking for an apartment 2021 to move out. I actually made a video, posted on my YouTube. Couldn't afford to find one that was reasonable for me, my son, my fiance, obviously, and then we had a dog too, so that was like ridiculous because people don't want kids, people don't want dogs, people don't want couples because couples fight, and people just want single tenants to live in their little studios or their little 1-bedrooms, and they want everything to be simple and easy, which I get. If I had my house and I was looking for tenants, maybe I wouldn't want a whole family to move in, maybe I wouldn't want a dog, maybe I wouldn't want a couple that could potentially be fighting and breaking things in my house, and when a couple leaves and the other person can afford to pay, and then I get it, it's a lot, to be like a landlord. So long story short, moved back in with my mother in June of 2021. Now, this is when I started to see the bright side of things. My bills had decreased dramatically because I went from paying about 12 something, about 1,300, we'll say, because it was like 1,200 and change I was paying. I don't remember exactly, but I went from paying almost $1,300 a month for my rent to now paying $500. Granted, I'm living with my mother. We're in 1 bedroom, well, 1.5 bedrooms. One of the other bedrooms we mostly use for storage, but that's pretty much our room because we have like a TV in there. We have like a single couch in there that like you can sit and watch TV, and then we have like a microwave, a mini fridge, and like food in there. So that's kind of like our little living room, kitchen. I have an air fryer there, like little living room, kitchen area. And then we have our bedroom, which is me, my fiance, and my son, of course. My dog is with me. I didn't have to get rid of my dog, thank God. And then we have our bathroom upstairs. So, yeah, 1 bedroom. I'm pretty much staying in with my little family. And then we have that half room that we have a lot of storage, and a lot of my boxes, like stuff that I moved in from my old apartment, are still in that room, just in boxes, because it's just stuff that I don't need for my day-to-day, for my day-to-day living. I don't need it, and it's just like stuff that I'm gonna eventually take to like my house when I buy a house, which will be in the near future. So a lot of storage and stuff in there, and some of the stuff in there isn't even all mine. Sometimes it's like, my mother's old stuff, my sister's old stuff, whatever. So I went from paying almost $1,300 a month for rent to now $500, which is amazing because that's how much my mother has chose to charge me for me, my fiance, my son, and my dog to live in her house. We share a kitchen because, like I said, I just have that room and then the half room and the bathroom, so we share a kitchen. And then, you know, I don't cook a lot. She cooks, and most of the time we eat what she makes. And then every once in a while I'll cook, or I'll mostly use my air fryer and my microwave, you know. So we all know how good an air fryer, how functional an air fryer can be. So I don't really have to cook a lot. But here I wrote my little bills down, and I have decided that I need to start budgeting better, because now that my bills are reasonable, there's no reason why I can't save, okay? Which is why I said I moved into my mother's house in June of 2021. 2021 came to an end, and then what? We're now in... No, did I move in 2021? Did I move? No, I think I moved in June of 2022. I'm getting my years messed up. Yeah, I moved in June 2022. June 2021, I was still in my apartment. So June 2022, I moved in with my mother, and then, you know, holidays came, New Year's resolution time came, and I said I'm going to, you know, get my finances under control. I want to start saving money. I don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck. I don't want to just have $1,000 in my savings account. I want to have more than that. I want to have, you know, $10,000 by the end of the year. I thought that was feasible. I thought I wasn't doing too much, but apparently I wasn't, because, girl, I struggled this year to have my savings, you know, get to that point. So now that it is October of 2023, and it's been, 10 months of me trying to get to $10,000 and failing miserably, I have decided to start budgeting. So I wrote down what I'm going to do to pay these little bills. So my rent right now is $500 a month. And then I also have to pay car insurance, because between me and my fiance, we have 3 cars. So our insurance is expensive, because I've gotten a few accidents before, and also living in New York, car insurance is just going to be expensive anyway. So to insure 3 cars, we pay about $570 a month. Don't ask me why it's so expensive, because a few months ago, I was paying like $552, I believe, and then I went to renew it for like this, because it's every 6 months, and you have to renew it. It renews next month, and then now they put it up to $570 a month. So I'm like, okay, where did that extra $18 come from? Like, why are y'all just raising my car insurance? This is the thing with car insurance. You really do have to shop around every like 6 months or every year, because them car insurance companies, they just keep putting money on to your insurance. Like, I didn't get to any accidents, thank God. I didn't get, I didn't get points on my license. I did get a few tickets, but those tickets weren't going to affect my insurance, because I didn't get any points and I paid them all off. So I don't see how that would affect my car insurance. Maybe it will affect my car insurance. But anyway, that has gone up. I don't know why. Very frustrating. But the car insurance isn't my name. It's $570 a month. Maybe I will shop around and try to get cheaper car insurance, but that seems like a pain in the ass to me. Maybe I'll find a time to do it just to save some money, because I really feel like they're robbing me. But 3 cars, $570 a month. And then I have my phone bill, which is also high, because I got a new phone this month. And then I have my phone insurance, and I have an Apple Watch, which I barely use. I'm pretty sure I'm paying for that too. Whatever. My phone bill is a whopping $159 a month. For my iPhone 14 and my Apple Watch. So the $500 rent, the $570 car insurance, and the phone bill, $159. Now, on top of that, me and my fiance, we have a car payment, which is, I believe, about $126 every week, because we have like buy here, pay here. So we pay the car payment every week. That I'm putting on my fiance. I'm not going to put that on me, because we share, our bills and stuff. I just want to take the core bills that we have, our biggest bills, and break them down to see how they can get paid every month. And then we can start putting, his income and stuff into our savings, or his income for car repairs, because we have a lot of car repairs that we need to do as well. We have 3 cars, so they constantly need to be maintained, and we have like some repairs that we need to do as well for those cars. And we know car repair labor is very expensive, so I'm not putting the weekly car payment, I'm not putting it there, and I'm not putting my fiance's phone bill. His phone bill is like $80 a month. I'm not going to put that in there. That could be on him. And then the weekly car payment of $126, that's going to be on him as well. So I put in my rent, I put the car insurance for all 3 cars, I put in the phone bill. That is my bills. That comes out to, I did the math, $1,229 a month. That doesn't sound like a lot, right? 31 days in a month. What that, and I did the math. 31 days in the month of October. I mean, obviously, some months are shorter, some months are 28 days, whatever. But I did 31 days. I divided $1,229 by 31, and I got 39.6. This long number. That shows how much money I need to make a day to pay my rent, my car insurance, and my phone. About $40 a day. Because I divided the total by 31. So I rounded 39 point something to $40 a day. That's how much money I need to make to pay just my bills. Just my bills. That doesn't sound like a lot, right? Okay, so whatever extra money I make, that's going to go towards savings and day-to-day spending. Like gas, food, whatever. Whatever else I need to pay for, diapers, yada yada. So that is now my budget. When I go to work every day, I am going to take, because I do food delivery and ride share, I get paid every day. So whenever I finish the day, I cash out all the money I made that day and it goes straight into my bank account. I am going to take $40 of whatever I make that day. I'm going to make at least $40 plus money for gas. I'm going to take that money out and I'm going to put it towards my bills. And that is how I'm going to budget these next few months, to make sure my bills are paid, and then whatever extra money I make, I'll put a portion towards savings, and I'm going to leave a portion of my bank account for day-to-day spending. That's how I plan on budgeting these next few months. Hopefully that'll help me to build my savings account. Maybe if I started putting like $20 a day in my savings account too, that would be good, because that would be like, what, 100 and something every week I'll be putting in my savings account, which would be awesome. So that would be like, what, $60 of what I make. 40 would go towards my bills, and then 20 would go towards my savings. Whatever else I make would go towards gas, and then would just stay in my account for day-to-day spending. I don't know. But right now we're starting with the $40. We're starting low. $40 is not a lot of money to make every day. Especially doing food delivery, doing Uber, you can easily make $40 a day. Right? So that's what I'm going to do to budget my monthly bills. And then obviously my fiance is going to have his money that's going to contribute in other ways. Right? But I just wanted to get the core of our bills, written down. Like, this is a lot of money. I could totally work with this. Now that I'm paying so little for rent, it's like there's no reason why I can't save a whole lot of money. Granted, things are expensive. Gas is expensive. Food is expensive. Everything is just so difficult right now, but I'm not going to have any excuses, baby. Like, I'm going to work and make this next year, 2024, forget it. I've got this finance stuff under control, baby. Like, look at my little paper here. I wrote this down. This is what I'm sticking to. And you know what? It might not be reasonable to say, okay, I'm going to make $40 a day, because what if I decide to not work one day? Obviously, I'll be $40 short, right? But some days I'm going to work and make more. I'm going to put aside more than $40 some days. So today's Saturday, it's a rainy day. I might make a good amount of money doing food delivery because it's raining. A lot of people are going to be home ordering food. I'm going to be getting more tips. I'm not going to only put aside $40 today. I'll put aside $60 to cover a day that I don't work. I'll put aside $80 to cover another day. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be so exactly $40, exactly $20. Like, I plan on putting a little bit more away some days because I want to have a day off. Some other day I don't plan on working every day. Just because there's 31 days in the week doesn't mean I'm going to be working all 31 days. Something might happen, emergency where I can't work. So I do plan on putting away more some days, more than others. Some days I might not take any of that $40, and other days I'll double and I'll triple and I'll put aside $120 and I'll just throw that towards my bills, and then it'll help me on the days that I have off. So also my fiance obviously works as well, and he's going to contribute whatever I fall short. But his bills, I really want them to go towards like savings, car repairs, and like paying off any debts that we have, because I'm trying to like really buckle down this year. Like, I mean, really the rest of this year and this coming year, 2024. I don't want to wait till 2024 to start getting my together. Like, I'm starting now. The bills are going to be paid, baby. And then the rest of the money, whatever extra money we have, that's going towards saving. That's going towards our future. Going towards a house I want to have one day for my son. Going towards, retirement. Going towards my son's future, his education, whatever it is he wants. a car for him, because God knows time is flying. He's already 2. Girl, I'm a blink, he gonna be 16 with a permit. Like, I feel so behind sometimes when I look at other people, and I know it's not good to compare yourself to other people, but it is good to be motivated by other people and to realize that, you know, you need to do better. So this is my little plan to do better. It starts small, $40 a day. It's very reasonable, and I'm very happy with being able to come up with this little plan in my head. And then I know everything else is just gonna take care of itself in terms of like savings and our other little things that we need money for and stuff. I know everything's just gonna work out once I have our primary bills taken care of. We're gonna be able to save for vacations, and I've had a vacation. Well, I had a vacation in April, but, you know, I would like to go on, like, a family vacation with my son and stuff. Not just, you know, me going out to party, but, like, you know, a nice family vacation. So, I don't want to do that until we get our finances in order. So, yeah, I'm done. I didn't think this video would be so long, but I wanted to give, like, a thorough explanation on, like, my money situations and stuff and how I got to this point, because I feel like I did things backwards when I moved out of my mother's house and started paying somebody else so much rent instead of just saving. But it's okay, because I experienced so much living on my own and I don't regret it. But I just want to now get my together. Like, I really want to do better with my savings. You know, I don't mind living with my mother. I love my mother. If I live in her house for 5-10 years to save for a house in Long Island, I will, baby. But I don't want these years to be wasted on me not being responsible, you know? Because, like you see, my bills are very, very reasonable to pay. So I am going to build up my savings account. 2024, we can start again. We're going to have more than $10,000 by the end of 2024, okay? Because we're starting now. Okay, guys, I hope you learned something from my little finance video. If your finances are a mess, hopefully this taught you something. Get it together, write down what you need to write down, budget, be realistic, but definitely try to be more disciplined. And yeah, we'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.